Hello, my name is Jim. Today I want to show you how to get your electric bill paid through the blockchain and the green project. This is pretty amazing. I've already had my first electric bill paid. This is pretty incredible, amazing. So what I'm going to do here, first what I'm going to do is show you the steps you would go through. Actually, this is going to be like a two-part video. I'll do the first part and then another video for the second part, but keep in mind this is not that hard to do, and I can help anybody walk them through the process. So I'm getting their electric bill paid. So first, what I want to do is share a screen with you here, and so I'm going to share a screen, and I'm going to show this screen here with you. First of all, what you would do, you're going to get an email with a link to this. You would click on, and this would be the website. And then what you're going to do here, because you're going to have set up a blockchain wallet, which is not hard to do. So you would just click here, and then it's just going to ask you for your information and your email address. You want confirm your email address, your first name, your last name, what country you're in. Most likely United States. Then you're going to put your mobile phone number. Then you're going to put a password. Of course, you got to follow these instructions here with minimum of 8 characters, no spaces, at least one uppercase letter, one lowercase letter, a number, and a symbol. And then of course you got to match the password. Confirm you're 18 years old or older. And then I would opt in the communications and announcements. It's not necessary that you do, but I would. Anyway, so then this is going to set it up for you, your account. Now, what you're going to do once you save and continue, it's then going to ask you to set up a wallet, okay, within this account. And the wallet's basically like setting this up. It's going to ask you for a wallet password. Now, what you're going to want to do, though, is on a piece of paper, something, a ledger sheet or something, you're going to want to write down, not digitally record it, but write it down, what password you use for this to get into your account. I would label that your login password. Then you're going to want, on the next page, you're going to have a wallet password. And the wallet password, I would say that is the wallet password. Make the two different. Make the wallet password different than your login password. Once you create that wallet password, it's then going to give you 10 words. And there's going to be a number next to each one of them, 1 through 12. 1 through 12. So on that same piece of paper, write 1 through 12, and next to the 1, write that word. Next to the 2, write the word, that one, all the way through 12, just so you know all the words are going to be in lowercase. But then just write each of those words down, 1 through 12. Now, once you confirm that you've written them down, you click on with your mouse, and it takes you to the next page where you got to then enter those 12 words to verify that you wrote them down correctly. So then you're going to just type those words in, and then if you do them, type them in correctly, your wallet, and confirm it, then your wallet's going to be created and you're good to go. Okay, so now you got an account. Once you got an account, now you could log out if you like, but then when you log back in, you're going to have like this web address, webconnectunited.com log, and then you would enter your email and your password. Okay. Once you enter your email and password, you would log in, and what you would do here is you would go to the shop feature, and over here you see shop. It's also, well, it's kind of hidden by this thing up here, but it's also up at the top. But go down here and click on shop, and what you're going to want to do is scroll down. These are the various things you could buy here, but you want to scroll down to green, which is kind of towards the bottom. And once you get to pass it up. Here it is. There we go. So these are various nodes, node boosts, and then there's 4 different levels of this power pay. So you can just sort of dabble in it and just have them pay 10% of your electric bill, or you can have them pay 25, or you can have them pay 50, or have them pay 100. I went for the 100. The biggest thing here is going to be how much is your electric bill every month. What I would recommend you do if you don't have it already for this program is to do what's called average billing, where you get the power company to average your bill so you pay the same amount each month. You're going to save the most amount of money on this program if you do that. They pay up to the first $250 of your power bill. Over that, you would have to pay separately. So, but if you just go for the 10%, your electric bill is $250, they're going to pay $25. Okay. And of course, you only pay, and this is for 2 years. It says here renewable 2-year subscription. So it's for 2 years every month. And that's $100. 25% is $250. And 50% is $500. And the full power pay is $1,000. And but if you whatever one you decide to do, I would recommend this one. This is the one I did, the full power pay. You would put one of these in your cart, okay? And there's one in your cart now. It should be one. And then over here, you're going to see where I got one of them in my cart. I would recommend, unless you have, most of you probably aren't going to have USDT, or you're probably not going to have ETH, which is Ethereum. So most likely you would do, or you're probably not going to have USDC either. So you would want to do the bank wire. So you would click on the bank wire, then you would simply check out. Okay, click on check out, and it's going to give you 30 minutes to do this. You got to go through here and click on all the agreements. You know, find your thing here with your mouse. You know, it didn't let me go on because I didn't accept the agreements and so forth. I'm not going to purchase this again because I've already purchased it. So basically, once you go through all of this, okay, by just clicking on the various things, and what it's going to do is send you an email, okay, with wire instructions, okay. I'm going to remove this. You're going to get wire instructions, which should look like this, okay, in the email. And it's simply going to be where you send the wire to. So whatever bank you use, whatever, it's going to, you would go to your bank or credit union. If you have a credit union, I would recommend the credit union because they're going to be typically easier, but you can go through your bank. You're going to get how much to send. This is from a wire transfer I did or something else. So this amount here, there will be a slight fee for the wire. Depending upon which one of those you did, if it's $1,000 one, I think it's probably going to be about $25. Anyway, so, and then you would just fill out this information, the bank routing number you're sending it to, what the name of the institution, in this case First Citizens Bank. You would use this address of where you're sending. This is their account number. This is the name of where you're sending it, switch reward card. And then out here, this is very important, this memo notes field. This is the order number. And you would want to put that in the notes field in the wire you're sending. It's important that you put this order number so they know where this is going. And this is typically going to take 1 to 2 days to get processed. Okay. Now, Once it is processed, you don't necessarily have to wait to get your NFT distributed to your account, your back office, this page here. But the next thing you would do, and I'll get into that into the next video. But let me touch on this. Let me get out of this, and let me touch on this. The higher your electric bill, the more you're going to save. And so you might be asking, well, how can they do this? Because if you got a $250 electric bill every month in 2 years, they've paid, that's $3,000 a year. That's $6,000 they paid. Well, how can they do that? Well, I'll tell you. The people behind this, one of them, this guy used to be the top Bitcoin miner in North America, multi-billionaire. I was just down in his house in a meeting down in Puerto Rico. And he's a big guy behind this project. It's to bring attention to this. Very similar, you could say, to going back 14 years ago, they used to give away Bitcoin. Why? To bring attention to Bitcoin. Now, what were they giving away? Well, if you look at today's prices, I haven't looked today, but a day or so ago, it was $104,000 a Bitcoin. And so effectively, if they were giving away a Bitcoin, they were giving away $104,000 back in, 2010, whatever. And wow, but the whole purpose of that was to bring attention to this. There's no doubt about blockchain and power with the data mining and so forth. Former CEO of Google was saying that the power consumption to run data centers for AI and so forth would just be enormous. So this green project is an energy project, and it's to draw attention to it. So it's legitimate. It's good. I already have my first electric bill paid. And stay around and watch for the next video. And I'll show you how to complete the process. Not hard to do. And I easily help you with that. So anyway, just here to help. God bless. Make it a great day.